What's up, everybody? It's WWE Freak bringing you another video. I'm going to be bringing you a video about this. It's Brandon McCarthy, one of the Oakland Athletic A's pitchers, pitching against the Los Angeles Angels, and he took a line drive off of his head. I'll show you it. And he had a skull fracture and a concussion. I probably talked a little bit too close into the webcam here, but sorry about that. Yeah, he had a skull fracture and a concussion, so I'd say he's out for the season. You'd be pretty stupid to come back from... Well, I know he's not coming back, so I should pretty much say that right now, because there's 25 games left. You'd really be rushing any sort of a comeback, and I think it's going to be a loss for the Angels, or not the Angels, the Athletics, because McCarthy was one of the best pitchers they had, and they were actually in contention for the wild card. It's one of the wild card slots. And this is going to be a really big loss for them. So I don't know how they're going to bounce back. They got good pitching and everything, but I mean this was one of the really good pitchers. So it's going to be a real big loss for them. And another thing I was going to be bringing up is that this sport is like a big high impact when it comes to injuries, as you see him getting up, and this is one of the good things that people still have the support to actually, give him a standing ovation. They actually cheer for him because he gets to leave the field here. It's basically all I was going to show when it came to that. I'm going to put the link in the description when it comes to, so you guys can see it for yourselves and listen to it for yourself. This is basically my thoughts on all of this. When it comes to the Baltimore Orioles, I think that as long as they can keep beating the Yankees, they can win the division. As long as they can beat the Yankees, the rest of the time, like the rest of the season that they play against each other, if they can beat the Yankees, they can make contention, win the division, and force the Yankees to win one of the wild card spots. They have a really good team this year. Mark Reynolds is homered in eight of his last 7 games, or he's homered 8 times in his last 7 ball games. Unfortunately, they lost to the Yankees tonight, but as long as they can continue to win and perform as good as they've been performing for the whole season here, they might actually have a shot to actually go into the postseason. Now, my thoughts on the Central Division is I'm hoping the White Sox get into the playoffs, but if you're going to lose to the Kansas City Royals, it's almost like you don't even deserve to be in contention. You don't even deserve to win a division, because if you're in first place and Kansas City's in third, I believe. No, they're in fourth place. if you can't beat the teams that are behind you in the Central, then why? I don't even think you deserve to be a contender. Detroit was tied 2-2 the last I checked against the Angels tonight. The Sox are only a game and a half ahead. I hope to God Detroit doesn't make it at all into the playoffs and my White Sox actually get in, but they have a 4-game series coming up next week against the Tigers. If they don't win that, it's pretty much over, because they're only a game and a half ahead. Now for the National League, I say the Reds, Cardinals, Giants, Nationals, and maybe the Braves make it into the playoffs. I'd like to see the White Sox play against the Nationals in the World Series, but I don't think the White Sox are going to get that far. I don't think that the Nationals are going to get that far because they're shutting down Steven Strasburg. And I know this doesn't really have to deal with sports. It mainly has to deal with things going on in my state of Chicago, Illinois. You got a girl who's 18 years old driving on the street. She runs over a 5-year-old girl, her mother, and her brother. She kills the 5-year-old and injures the mother and the son, and the cops basically let her go. What is up with that? It's like, are you that stupid? Are you that ignorant to where you have to just like let somebody completely get away with murder and injuring people? Turns out I think she was drunk and she did it. I don't care if you're drunk or not, you still need to go to jail. They didn't even take her to jail that night. They said it was something like suspected of running those people over, and so she basically got off scot-free. She's driving this weekend, from what I've been told. How stupid can you be? I'm glad they found Drew Peterson guilty. That's one crooked cop off the street. Now let's actually go get the rest of those crooked cops and try and make sure we get people who are actually going to do the right thing, not have somebody who kills their wife or runs over a kid on the street while he's drunk and he still gets to keep his badge and all that other stuff. This whole world is just messed up. Something's got to be done. No matter who you vote for, go ahead and vote for Obama, go ahead and vote for Mitt Romney, but it ain't gonna matter, because it's all gonna be the same stupid thing. It's not gonna matter. I figured I'd just mention that. So, that's basically all I got for today, and so feel free to leave a comment on anything you'd like on what I've said. Leave a like, subscribe to my channel, or do whatever you really want. That's basically all I've got to say about any of this. Have a nice night.